starting from today, we will start Module 4, Review for Midterm and Divide and Conquer approach. Because next weekend, we will do our midterm test. But I need to give you, a lot of review questions, explanations. So I put these two things in Module 4, review part and our normal topic, divide and conquer approach. So you can see that will make our Module 4 a little longer. Actually, it covers 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 1 week for review, 1 week for divide and conquer. Something like that. All right, so today we start our review for midterm part 1. 8.1, quiz 1 questions. Part 1, the first 3 questions. I will go through all the questions from quiz 1 to 3. All right. The first question in quiz 1, given a computing problem, if we know all the strategies that are useful for this problem, then we can easily solve this problem. So for this question, for some of you, probably you feel it looks all right, right? It looks all right, But here, there is a big missing piece. Here I only talk about we have all the strategies we need for solving this problem. But other than the strategies, is there another important component you need to have, right? That piece, that is a big one. If you recall our video, so I use football game, right? Playing football game and also playing chess. I talk about the strategies first. After that, execution, also very important. If you only have the strategies, but you do not know how to execute those strategies, still, there is no way you can solve the problem, especially those relatively hard problems. So here the main missing piece, execution factor. All right, so here, answer false. So the question I designed like this here, I want to check you if you really pay attention when you watch the video. In our part A, video 8.1. All right, so that's the first question. Second question, when we provide a solution for a computing problem to our customers, if the output can be produced in finite time, then our customers would be very happy. For the question like this, you need to go one step deeper. First, we know we have to have this condition, right? The output must be produced in finite time. So this is the minimum requirement. That means if you miss this one, it won't work. If you missed this one, it won't work. But it does not mean you have this minimum requirement. Your customers will be very happy. It does not mean that. Your customers may not be very happy if you only satisfy the minimum requirement. Your customer has a little more expectation, right? Yeah. For example, in our videos, when I talk about the comparison, evaluating a polynomial, I compare two cases for two different algorithms. One, we use 1 second. Remember Horner's rule, 1 second. The other one, the all the way straightforward brute force method, we need 5.8 days. 5.8 days. So think about that example. In that case, if you deliver that solution to your customers, because 5.8 days, that still satisfies the minimum requirement, right? Finite time. But do you think your customers will be very happy on that? No. No. 5.8 days. Useless. Okay? Worthless. Your solution is worthless. Okay? Yeah. So here, I like to use this question to just to give you some idea. When you look at the question, first, you need to have the background from our videos, because the context I use to create these questions all from our lectures, video lectures, yeah, all from there. Yeah. The context, the background. Yeah. So I assume you have that part. Other than that, you need to do a lot of thinking, some good analysis work to get the correct answer. Yeah. False. Yeah. Finite time. Oh, another thing regarding the finite time, because in our textbook, it just put this condition for the output. The output, it just said finite time, but I feel that's way not enough. Not enough. We need a much more than that. Yeah, we need much more than finite time. We need good performance. But it is not easy to describe what do you mean good performance, right? Regarding the problem. If the problem is very hard, then your customers probably they are willing to wait a little longer, right? If the problem relatively small, they don't want to wait, even 3 seconds, that's too long, right? Even 3 seconds, sometimes it is too long. So think about that. All right? Yeah, so that is question number 2. Question number 3. Since evaluating a polynomial is very simple, yeah, we agree, pretty simple, right? Evaluating a polynomial. We do not need any algorithm to get an efficient solution. That may not be right, right? We do not need any algorithm to get an efficient solution. So the second part of the statement has a lot of problem. Yeah. Here, even the first part is correct, but second part may not be correct. Yeah. So you need to look at it that way. Yeah. Why it is incorrect? Yeah. The reason is this. Yeah. First, do not need any algorithm. First, think about this way. to understand this statement. Any solution requires some algorithm, right? Any solution requires some algorithm. Yeah. The bottom line, brute force algorithm, right? If you do not use any fancy algorithm, just straightforward way, that's the brute force algorithm, right? Yeah. So the minimum, so that's the brute force method, yeah. Algorithm, yeah, whatever, yeah. That's the minimum. That is still some algorithm, right? That is still some valid algorithm. How can you say you do not need any algorithm, right? You can say you do not need any advanced algorithm. That's probably okay, right? You do not need any advanced algorithm. Yeah. But you say you do not need any algorithm. How can you get a solution without any algorithm, right? So that's one way, one angle to view the statement. Yeah. But that's not enough. Okay. Another way, efficient solution. We need to really get efficient solution. Okay. Yeah. But we know for this polynomial evaluating problem, we need that Horner's rule. That algorithm. Okay? Yeah. That the performance provided by the Horner's rule, we can treat as efficient. Yeah. We are very satisfied with Horner's rule. We are very satisfied with Horner's rule. So we can say that's an efficient algorithm. Yeah. And we need that. We need a special algorithm. Efficient. So you need that background, Horner's rule background, to answer this question. Okay? Yeah. So you can see all these questions, they were created on top of a lot of background in this class. Okay? So you cannot miss those background. Yeah. Because from the video watching rates, it's barely near 50% watching rates. So let's talk about, module one, because module 2, module 3, even lower, way lower than this one. This 50% rates looks pretty high, but still only 1/2 of the students in this class watch the videos. Only one half watch the videos when they worked on quiz 1. That means half of the students, they never watch the videos, but they work on these questions. I don't think they have solid background from the videos. In the videos, I gave a lot of background information. They don't have it. So think about, how can you do well without that kind of background? So that's one thing. But another thing, I noticed some students, they watched the video, but they missed many questions, 4 or 5 questions, things like that. They watched the videos. Yeah. So when you watch the video, you really need to pay attention to it. You cannot just sit there like watching movie. Yeah. You have to pay attention to it. And you'd better take notes. So when you watch video, you better take notes. just like you sit in the regular classroom and taking notes. Okay? So when you work on the quiz questions, homework questions, test questions, you use your notes. Okay? Yeah. You need to do a lot of work. Then you can do well. Yeah. And use some creative thinking sometimes. You need to use creative thinking. Look at homework 1. Yeah. I will talk about homework 1 later sometime. Homework 1. Some questions very tricky. Very tricky. So I can give you some hints, but still very tricky, very challenging. Okay? All right, so let me finish part 1 of quiz 1 first.